Hello, everyone. This is Markets with Mitch, and this is the weekly review for the week of March 20th in 2017. To start off with this week, I had a trade on Alibaba here. I actually opened up my position on the previous Friday, but I closed out the Monday of this week on March 20th, so I wanted to include it in this review. I ended up buying somewhere near the close of this candlestick on the 17th. My stop was, down below this structure line right here, and my initial target on this guy was up on this second black line, 107.8 area. I ended up hitting, but what happened is the morning of Monday, the stock market opened up, and see this huge candlestick, but I was looking at the weekly resistance points that I like to look at a lot, and I saw for the new week there was a resistance point at the 107.2 level. So I decided actually to close out of half of my position at this level right here, and then close out of the rest of the half of my position at my initial target of 107.8. Looking back on this, it's so easy to say in hindsight, but I'm going to talk about this on another trade I made, but I feel like I should have been a little bit more aggressive on my targets, maybe just aimed to sell everything at my initial target that I made with my plan, and not kind of seeing this weekly resistance point on the Monday open, and all of a sudden sell half my position there when that didn't line up with my plan. I know it's easy to say that in hindsight, and I would have been glad if I did sell half my position. Then all of a sudden, the stock turned over from that point on. But I feel like I was a little bit scared there, and it cost me a little bit of a bigger profit than I could have had. So anyway, that was the BABA trade. We're out of this one right now. You can see after that Monday session, came back down for a little bit. I think the entire market came down. Pretty big day in terms of a downtrend on that Tuesday. But now, for Thursday and Friday, it's kind of been consolidating at this level up here. For this next week, I'll definitely be keeping an eye on this guy. If, it can show, we do see, the momentum is down right now, but it looks like that downwards momentum is going to end soon. So we'll see what the buyers can do, if they can, establish a level right back up in this consolidation, maybe a little bit higher, and then show that buyers are willing to come in and drive that price even higher. I'd be looking to get on the long side in that situation. The second trade I made was on Monday, the 17th. We're on the 15-minute time frame now. This is on the biotech ETF. It's called XBI. So sorry, I think I said the 17th, but this was Monday the 20th, and I shorted this guy. I bit on the very first candle of the morning session. I was like, okay, great, like this is going to be a great short. It's going to go down to this, my target point was this black line right in this area right here. I was like, great, like we'll set my target here, my stop somewhere in here, but I got involved a little bit too early, as we can see here. Price snapped back up, consolidated a little more before finally heading lower down over here. So it was a little bit early on this one. I definitely did let my emotions get the better of me when I opened this one. I kind of had I saw, the candle, it was opening and coming down, and I had a little bit of FOMO, fear of missing out, and just I didn't sit back and let the trade come to me. I find that, the better trades that I make, I let the trade come to me. I don't, aggressively try to force a trade to happen. And in this time I was, had fear of missing out, and I tried to make the trade happen. Turned out to be a little too early. I still think it was kind of a good look. but I got stopped out of that one for a loss. I do want to take away one positive thing about this trade that I made. It was, right during and when I was taking my profits on the Alibaba trade. And what's happened to me in the past is whenever I have a winning trade, I always am a little bit hesitant to jump right into a new trade because I have fear of losing the money that I just made. However, I think this Monday session on the 20th was a good step forward in not being scared to lose money that I just made and just, finding trades and making trades and trusting that, just if I make good trades and good trades and good trades, that's going to be a winning formula in the long run. So I think that was something positive I can take away from this this trade on the biotech ETF on the Monday session. Final trade of the week was on Friday, and it was a short on, this is SSO. It's just an ETF that tracks the S&P 500. I like it because it's a lower price point, so I can buy a little bit more volume on it with my my current bankroll. But what I did on Friday's session with the S&P 500 is I shorted it. I shorted it right around towards the close of this candle that you see here. And my target, pretty short target, but I ended up selling it right at this black line right here for a profit. Wanted to talk about something similar with Alibaba, where it seems like my target points can have a tendency for price to move past them and then snap back to them later on. You see with Alibaba, here was my initial, here was my initial target point, but here was that weekly resistance point that popped up on the Monday session. You see price kind of drifted past it and then snapped back to it down, towards the second half of the session here. And same thing going on with the S&P 500. Here was my target point. Price moved down and actually moved down a little bit. I was a little bit frustrated that I, closed out of my position before I got down here. But, again, I'm just, thinking about hindsight, and it's always easy to, play the shoulda, woulda, coulda game. But I guess the point of what I'm trying to say is that it moves past, but then it snapped right back. And so it just kind of generated a thought in my mind that maybe I should get a little bit more greedy with my target taking and expect prices to drift past those targets and then snap back to them a little bit later on. And I can kind of close out of my position as it's drifting past those targets before it snaps back. Maybe something, as simple as instead of looking at a target on my potential support line that I drew out here, maybe doing a target of the previous structure lows, which is, right around this 83.33 area. I could be looking to take targets, which, doesn't look like much, but that will add up in the long run. So yeah, just an idea. I don't, obviously I'm not going to just, change my entire strategy right now. Maybe just kind of play around with it, do a little back testing with it. But yeah, so that was all my trades this week. 3 trades, 2 winners, 1 loser. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.